right, so I'm pretty sure about the Friday the 13th content. If I know Foden, he's going to probably bring up the fact that Gun Media's licensing to Friday the 13th, the game, it ends December 31st of this year. And
something else.
And if I know Foden, then he knows that the guy, the orchestrator who did the music for Friday the 13th, and he gave insight into Friday the 13th game, and he was a part of that, has announced that he is working on a new project, and he could not talk all about it.
I told you that'd be the quickest thing, so we're done.
Yes.
There you go.
So that's interesting news that he said he's currently working on music for a new game. But here's the thing. In his quote, the gun media is not over.
Yes,
but in his quote, I guess he never mentioned Friday the 13th game, because they would have quoted that. All he said was, "I'm working on a new game." In his quote, he never.
So, no. He did. Let me.
If you look in the quote section from the interview that I saw, the quoted statement from him did not mention the name Friday the 13th. So
yeah, what I looked at. Hold up. Wait a minute, I already got this. Let me hold on 1 second here. Hold on.
All right, he's got to get his bifocals, everybody. He's got to get.
No, I already had all this shit together.
Magnifying glass, so you can see this.
Let's see here. Shuts down. Here it is. Look here. But we thought that we'd hold back. It's revealed that a new Friday the 13th game is in the works. He did reveal that. And new company will be developing the video game. Gun Media will not be involved. William Lockwood attended the past week's Camp Crystal Lake reunion, where Harry revealed to him the following for which was posted.
Okay, that's
yes, he did. What you arguing with me?
No, I don't think he actually said Friday the 13th, though.
You said it revealed working on new Friday 13th game.
Oh, okay. All right, send me the link so I can see the quoted statement.
But then link, I copied it. Motherfucker, that's right.
You can't send it to me? You can't send me the link so we can pull
Give
it up?
me 1 second.
Man, I'm pretty sure
I can't even see. I'm still trying to find the shared screen.
I told you, 90-year-old folks, man. I tell you what, man.
You kicked me out where I could see everything. You know, I don't, whatever.
I did not. Rook can see it. Why can't you?
Oh, that's why, because I kicked the wrong fucking thing.
Oh, my God.
It had a little thing down here, and I still can't see. There, now everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch
Turn it off again.
There you go. Now
goodness, everybody.
Well, don't hang up on me, no motherfucker.
Rook, get your grandpa, bro.
That's your grandpa.
He's your grandpa. What the fuck, bro? He's supposed to have the caramel candies every time he sees you to give them to you. You know what I mean?
Rook. Hey, you get the inheritance. I'm disowning his ass. It's all yours now.
It's all yours.
That's my grandpa.
All right, everybody. Oh shit, we got COVID coming through. Shout out to COVID. Coughing and shit. What you doing, bro?
My COVID? Yep, there it was. Oh, anyway, let's move on to the issue here at large.
All right, Foden wants to get deep in it.
Oh, I'll let Mac actually go over what happened since Mac is the COD pro here, so.
Whoa, Rook is the COD pro, even if he's in the chat.
Oh, is he? Okay, Rook, take it away. You're the pro then. My bad. All right.
Hey, your show. All right, Mac, go ahead.
All right.
Yep, you're the one streaming.
Okay, so if you don't know by now, you have not seen MacTallion 420 play Call of Duty like in the last 3 to 4 days. I think of some other of my friends have not played Call of Duty, but there was pretty much a situation. What is it? It's June 11th, so about 5 days ago. If you haven't been paying attention, there was like a big brawl that happened like in California outside of a school board meeting when they were talking about recognizing June as Pride Month and like putting it in the schools. So there was a big brawl between anti-protesters and pro-protesters. So, you know, a lot of people had a lot of insight to say about it. A lot of comments were made. A lot of people gave their personal opinions on the matter, right? Well, one in particular person who is MLG Puckett, who I know Rook knows really good. Foden just got introduced to Puckett, but in his tweet, he had posted that this happened 4 blocks away from my Overwatch League apartment. Americans are in a sad place right now. Let people love who they love and live your own life, right? That's what he posted. So Nickmercs who pretty much plays Apex now, but was a very big Warzone Call of Duty person. Got a lot of fame from it, got a big following behind playing Warzone a lot. He pretty much commented underneath the tweet of Puckett and pretty much said they should leave children alone. That's the real issue. So prior to this happening, him and TimtheTatman got their own Call of Duty bundles, which is a very big accomplishment because correct me if I'm wrong, but they're the first two content creators to get their own bundles, right? Ever in Call of Duty history, right?
Yep, that is correct.
Yeah, and it's
I didn't
before.
know that.
Yeah, and if you really want some insight on it, there was a whole big ass battle when that shit got announced because a lot of people were upset that certain Call of Duty pros that have been pros for over 10 years, been playing since Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, even we can go back to just doing shit like in Modern Warfare 4. I mean Call of Duty 4 if you want to. But a lot of people who grew the industry, grew the popularity of competitive play, just Call of Duty in general, TimtheTatman and Nickmercs, were the first people to get it. So there was like a big argument over that on who should be able to get who should have it first and all this stuff. Agree to disagree. Everyone has who they like. Everyone has a great opinion on why certain people should have the skins versus other people. So to each their own on that subject. That's not why we're here. But a little while after Nickmercs made the comment, obviously a lot of things happened on the timeline of Twitter, social media. And I forgot, I think it was less than 24 hours, Call of Duty went ahead and announced that they were going to take away Nickmercs' bundle from the store because of the current recent comments that were made about the subject. So, Foden, what would you like to discuss about what you just heard as far as how I just talked about all that with the Nickmercs situation?
Well, first off, Nickmercs did not say anything. It was improper, out of line. And what's the name? Puckett here, which I'm not familiar with. He blew that way out of proportion.
Oh yes, I forgot because Puckett did say after the Nickmercs tweet. I'm sorry, folks, but I gotta let people know. Puckett did say in a response to Nickmercs tweet, "Who is they and what terrible act is everyone afraid of?" I think / hope the goal to most of them is to reduce child suicides. This is done through acceptance and removing the stigma of feeling / being different. As a dad, I'm struggling to see the harm. Gay doesn't equal pedo.
Reduced child. What the hell is he even? Oh my God. Okay. First off, I know I'm older than everybody probably even listening, but I have, for the longest time, kids have not got to be kids. A long time I've seen. This right here, teachers have not even been teaching lately. I mean, we have some of the worst academic in the whole world, basically. And reading, writing, all that stuff. Not teaching. But y'all are now trying to teach something that they're interfering with people's beliefs, religions, which schools are supposed to be, my understanding, because they made a big deal when I was growing up, freedom to, freedom from religion. If it interferes with your beliefs, whatever, and it should not be forced on you. Doesn't mean you can't believe what you want to, but you shouldn't be forcing this. Nickmercs, all he was saying, leave the children alone. And basically, like when he was talking, he said, we're raising our kids. We got our beliefs. We want to teach them. And that's all he really wants. And whatever you believe to teach your kid, that's your kid. Go ahead and teach them. That's fine. That's all he's saying. As for Puckett, he said he took it way out of context. And I'm sorry if he can't tell you them, whatever, but he was talking about teachers. It had nothing to do with LGBT, none of that. And even that below that, this is all out of proportion, big time. They're too damn sensitive about stuff they shouldn't be. And I'm trying not to curse here, but I got a little sister at the house. I get literally irritated with this. Pushing stuff on kids, you don't need to be teaching them, especially at a real young age. Not even letting them grow up and figure out who they are. Let them figure out who they are. If they want to be gay, straight, trans, when they get older, they'll figure it out. But damn, let them grow up.
Mhm.
Teachers don't need to be pushing this on them, period. This is really not a teacher's job. This right here is exactly what I was afraid was fixing to start happening again. And you're pushing these parents too far. Messing with people's beliefs, you're messing with their kids. It's not right. Most people just want to get up, go to work, leave us alone. You be you, I be me. That's it.
Mhm.
I don't push my beliefs on you. You don't push yours on me. You damn sure don't mess with somebody's kids.
Mhm.
Oh, now Puckett is way out of line in this. I'm sorry. I don't know who he is. I don't really care. Nickmercs, I 100% agree.
Uh-huh.
TimtheTatman, and
Oh,
when he first come out, he did a what's up?
I was gonna say, do we need to say that's in the Tatman tweet real quick and explain why you're
Yeah,
bringing him up?
let's go to that.
All right, so we're
TimtheTatman,
yeah, go ahead.
when he first come out, because I watched it, it was kind of a safe. He said he talked with Nickmercs, and you can see he paused. He wanted to say more, but he's like, he's got to be careful because he's getting money out of this, which I understand. Then he came back and he says, "Is that the tweet? Yeah, basically, it's not right. Go ahead and take mine down." So in big support, which I mean, hat my hat off to him. I mean, that's a real buddy. He stands by him, and he knew what he said was right. And even Nickmercs said he wasn't trying to offend nobody. He was just saying. But I mean, this country's got so damn sensitive. You can't even say nothing without somebody getting their feelings hurt. Welcome to real life. You're going to get your feelings hurt. Get over it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
But companies, that's another thing I'm seeing with companies. They're getting into these politics, left, right, whatever you want to call. Stay out of this shit. We jump on games to get away from reality. I don't jump on games to, see politics in my games. It shouldn't be, and this stuff in the school, this is overstepping your bounds. I'm sorry. This is way overstepping your bounds. It used to be, it was funny, was this years ago? I don't know if y'all remember, it was, they was telling parents need to be more attentive to their kids and teach their kids. And I used to saw teachers like, well, it's not our job and all this. All of a sudden, it's the damn teachers trying to say it is our job. Y'all stay out of it. It's not right. If they don't
Yeah.
do something, you're going to see some bigger fights than this. I think this is just the start if something doesn't change.
Yeah.
But I'm 100% with Nickmercs. As far as Call of Duty, when they said that, boycotted him. I'm not a big Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty, I admit it. But truthfully, I just like one guy. He said I'd buy it just to install it and then uninstall it.
Now, just so everybody knows, right? The Call of the Nickmercs skin, bundle has came out, right? Nickmercs had not played Warzone for like 4 months or like half a year. It's probably been longer than that, right, Rook?
It's been a year.
It's been a year. He's been playing Apex. Like he has not touched
Apex because he's been grinding it. He's now a official ALGS pro Apex.
Yeah. So he literally has not played and literally, but these things take time. This is probably something that happened before he left, because it takes a lot of time. You got a lot of contracts, you got a lot of shit you got to do when it comes. These things just don't happen like a month before, so, just so, and TimtheTatman, he was still playing Warzone a little bit, right? Or did he move on too?
He played Warzone still.
He was still playing Warzone. Now recently Nickmercs has came back and was playing ranked Warzone, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was playing ranked.
After they released his skin, he came back.
Yeah, he came back. So as long as y'all know that's so let's not act like this is like we can't say that this is just somebody that was just full, unless like they made a contract, he comes back with the skin. I don't know. There could have been something. I have no idea. But just so everybody knows, it's not like he was like a very big active Warzone player when pretty much right before all this took place. He pretty much came back right when his skin and his bundle came out and started playing. So is there anything else fun that you want to add that you feel?
Yeah, but we don't leave here for 10 hours.
All right, so
now, Rook, do you want to say things this year?
Yeah, well, Rook is young in this. Rook is experiencing this, and he's grown and he grew while watching these folks playing. So, like, How do you take it, Rook, as far as everything that you've seen happen and as far as how Call of Duty has kind of like responded to everything that's taken place?
I don't know. I feel like Call of Duty's in the wrong here. Activision, I don't know. It's not like he said fuck gay people or anything. It's not like Call of Duty is a big fucking supporter of the gays. There's no gay bundle or anything like that. So, for a tweet that just says "leave the kids alone,"
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of weird in my eyes. I don't know. It's just
Well, let me ask you
there's no
too something.
reason to get pissed off about somebody for
Did,
something like
did
that.
Activision? I guess you're the guys to ask. Hasn't Activision had some legal problems with like
Sexual.
cameras in bathrooms, some other
Well,
stuff?
they had some sexual shit happen, like where some people filed some lawsuits about sexual discrimination and shit, and all this harassment happening in Activision. And that was like about
so
2
that
years
was right,
ago,
what I
2
heard.
years ago or so, maybe.
That right, Rook?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't remember any of that, so I have no idea.
What's your company? You didn't check?
He said
Not
it's
my
your
company. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck
Rook, you
about
ain't
it.
even paying attention to what's going on in your own company. Come on, man. That's why we're in this mess.
That's why they suck and make
Yeah.
shitty games. Rook's playing other games. Not worried about that shit, bro. But nah, man.
But go ahead and go to our messages because I did send you a message in regards to this situation, which I think is pretty funny.
What is it? A video? Is it in my DM?
Yes, sir. It's in the video.
Oh, that's funny, buddy.
Yo, that is hilarious, dude. Oh my goodness, stream. Why would someone do that?
Yeah, I was seeing.
That's like the funniest thing she's ever done in her whole career.
Yeah, I was seeing where the LGB came out, and I'm not putting a T in there. I'm sorry if I hurt some people's feelings. I was seeing where they were coming out. I guess kind of. It was funny. It didn't say Nickmercs, but it was kind of like right around the same time, and it was the Gays Against Grooming. They had a whole bunch of stuff, and it was the lady who founded it. She's an attractive lady. She's part of the LGB. She says, "We're not part of this." They said, "Leave the kids alone."
Mm-hmm.
And they showed gay men, bisexual, everyone, but even the trans, the men, they've been jumping on the lesbian. You remember they had the one, the hell was it, over in England, I think it was? Or maybe it was here. But the dang lesbians got kicked out of their own pride parade because of it. Because they wouldn't sleep with the trans men.
Yeah.
So this is nuts.
You can't say that.
That's what I don't think. Since that T has moved in, I know it's a touchy subject. I'm trying not to go too far.
Remember, you are on stream, and I'll get canceled because of you.
Yeah, I know. But LGB is a sexual preference. T is a transition. It's about as simple as you can put it. And LGB was getting in a better place than what it was when I grew up, because I used to remember some really bad things. Not me. I never participated in none of that. I didn't even like it back then. But I had rednecks in school. They were a bunch of jerks. And I have a gay cousin. He tried to commit suicide because he was raised in the South, and you had the Bible Belt. And because he finally had to admit he was gay, which was the irony is that me and my buddy, we already knew he was gay. And I said, dude, we already knew. No reason you're trying to commit suicide for it. But as the older generation, it's especially when you're Bible Belt. When I was growing up, it was harder for them to accept. But in a strange way, it was kind of a good wake up call for him. It's like, look, we're gonna have to change a little bit. Because he's a very good person, really is. Help you anything. Gay, whoop de do. Won't sleep with it. Don't care who anybody sleep. I can give a shit less. Won't sleep with a sheep. Is the sheep of an adult age? Yes. You both consent. Great. Have fun.
Well, that was weird.
Care.
Well, that
was
weird.
in the South.
That
once
was
you go
weird,
sheep, you
bro.
never go back.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
Hey, dude. Hey, dude. They used to. I don't know if I should tell that one. Oh, fuck it. Caught an 80-year-old man one time. He was having sex with a cow.
Oh my god, bro! Why? What are we bringing up right now?
Hard yard of sodomy.
We went from gay to bestiality. What the?
Oh my gosh, bro!
But stories we could tell. But
Well,
really I want kids to grow up and be kids. I want them to go to school. They need to learn first off. They grow up. Most girls, if you'll watch when they grow up, they have their tomboy phase,
mhm,
and then when they get older, a lot of them go to college and they have their little how do they put it? Um, exploration phase where they try the same sex. That does happen. I've noticed that for as long as I've been alive.
mhm, yeah,
But you need to let kids grow up and be kids. Just
mhm.
you don't need all this. You got enough
Well,
trying to figure out what's going on in the world.
well, my biggest insight on this whole situation is, far as Nickmercs goes, in my personal opinion, he didn't say nothing wrong. You
Right.
know, I think that people today and age we're so wrapped up in social media and everything is done through a text message or a written statement or just something posted on a Facebook post or a tweet, and you see the word it's so sensitive when you say pronouns these days, which is crazy, but if you say them or they or y'all, it's automatically, yo, what do you mean by that? It's always questioned. Everything is taken out of context, and the biggest thing that I get away from it is there's a lot of angry people right now. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. Everyone needs to fuel their hatred towards something, and I feel like people get bent out of shape. They take the thing that they should really focus their anger on and their attention on is not the right thing. They leash it out on. So, I really feel like Nickmercs didn't say nothing wrong, and Call of Duty was in the wrong just because there was no reason to take his bundle away, because I feel like his statement,
No.
if it offended anybody, I think that person needs to look in the mirror and see and ask themselves what they're really mad at, because there was just no reason to get mad at that. Like, that's like me saying like let kids be kids and go play outside, or some shit like that, and someone like takes it the wrong way. I just feel like there's no reason to be pushing certain things on kids at a very young age. When I was in school in 8th grade, I went to sexual education class, and you know if somebody wants to, during that class, they have questions and they want to know something. If you want to reach out to a guidance counselor, and then that guidance counselor wants to call the parents and say, hey, this is what's going on, maybe we need to have a sit down or something, and you bring the parents
Sure.
inside and you're involving the parent into the situation. I'm not a father, but I would be really pissed off if my child came home and told me that they had this like 3-hour conversation with a counselor, and I'm just finding out through my child. No one informed me that they were having certain conversations I feel like a parent should be a part of, because that's their child at the end of the day. And you can't tell another person how they need to raise their child or what they need to, do or believe in and certain things like that. Because if that's the case, then you'd have all these Christians all saying these kids are learning the wrong religion from Muslim parents or vice versa. So we're going down a whole nother rabbit hole with that. So, and TimtheTatman, salute to him. Nick is a friend of his. I'm pretty sure TimtheTatman was very excited to have his own Call of Duty skin, and for him to stand behind his friend and let that go, that shows a lot of who the person TimtheTatman is. There's a lot of people that are behind TimtheTatman and Nickmercs in this situation. There's a lot of people that ain't, and my biggest let go with this is, we have different schools around the world. Especially in America, we have Catholic schools, we have Christian schools, we have all boys schools, all girls schools. We have all different types of schools. And, I really feel like if there needs to be a school that really wants to, have like those type of things inside the school, there should be schools designed for that. And if that doesn't happen, and school boards, are voting and pushing stuff, trying to push stuff into just regular public or city schools, I fear that you're going to have a lot of people taking their kids out of those schools and homeschooling. And I don't have a problem with homeschooling kids, but my biggest thing is I would want, hold on. I would want my child, me personally, I would want my child to be around other kids and have that social environment and that social experience, because you can already see it in today that so many people, like I say people that I've met under the age of like maybe 21 or 22, can tell the ones that have actually experienced society and been out and went to parties or just socialized growing up versus the ones that literally have lived their life on their phone or, you know, on social media. Because when you try to talk to them, there's no people skills, there's no communication skills. If it's not in a text or in a DM or in a post, like there's no way to respond. They can't respond, you know. And I'm not saying that's everyone that age, but I see it a lot. I see it happens a lot now. And I feel like with this type of situation, and if parents get to the point where they're like, well, I'll just homeschool my child, we're going to have a lot of people growing up that are antisocial, do not have the social skills. And I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg. I feel like it's going to get very worse around the country. You know, and, you know, at the end of the day, I think everybody should just worry about their own fucking issues and their own fucking problems and just worry about their own life, you know, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. There's a lot of people that get bent out of shape a lot about certain stuff. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If y'all come to my stream, if you fuck with me, I am the type of person. It does not bother me if I see people, if I see a gay couple holding hands, kissing, they can be doing whatever they want to do, walking down the street. If I see it, it is not going to piss me off. It's not going to ruin my fucking day. And I'm just going to go home. I'm going to sleep very good that night. I'm not going to be thinking about it. And I feel like everyone just needs to be like that. And this world will be a better fucking place, especially this nation, because we just, too many people want to, they want to escape their own issues and focus on another issue that they really don't have nothing to do with, you know. And that's the big problem that I see happening in this country, is that we're just what do you say? White people. There's too many Karens, too many Steves.
Don't even bring them up. That's a whole separate issue.
But it's just, I really feel like, you know, this could lead to more stuff happening. You know, we have seen a lot of cancer culture, and I want to say this is probably it really hasn't gone into like the esports side or just the gaming community that big. I think like this is probably the biggest story.
It is creeping in there.
It's it's already there now. It's there. It's no more. Yeah. It's no longer creeping after this. So like, you know, I want to say this. I see a lot of people who complain, and I'm gonna put it towards like this. Rook, why do you play video games? Like why? Like, if you had to pick one reason why you like to sit down at your computer, put your headset on, and play video games, what's the main? Like, give me like a good reason why you do that.
To get away from reality. What do you mean?
Yeah. Okay. So to get away from reality, right? Now, I've seen a lot of sports shows, as far as like ESPN and Fox, right, start going into this whole political side and political standpoints. If I'm watching ESPN, or if I'm watching Fox News, I can understand if you want to give a 2-second agenda or like something, but I'm there to watch sports shit because I don't care about politics, right? If somebody that's doing ESPN wants to talk about politics, then go on fucking Fox News or CNN and then talk about that shit. And you can say on ESPN, I'm going to be on Fox News or CNN tonight talking about this subject. If I want to tune in to watch you talk about it because I fuck with you on the sports shit, I will tune in and watch you say whatever you got. There's too many different, and everyone wants to escape with games and escape reality and play and forget about the bullshit you went through the whole day, right? The last thing I need to do in a video game is have to talk about shit I don't feel like talking about because I'm here to play the fucking video game, right? So I just think that like we can't escape any of our realities now. We can't use it as an escape no more because reality is going into our escapes. That's what it feels like now. So, you know, to each your own. I don't have a problem with people. I love everybody. I do not have a problem with anybody. But my biggest thing about the situation is if a man wants to raise his child a certain way that is not going to harm you or harm your well-being or your child's well-being or anyone in your family's well-being, then why should it matter to you?
Right.
Then that's my biggest getaway. All he wants to do is raise his child the way that he wants to raise their child. So, you know, that's the biggest thing. And when someone says that, you just shut the fuck up and move on because I can't tell someone how they should have raised Rook. because he's an asshole sometimes. I can't knock on his dad's door, his mom's and say, "Hey,
I raised him very well. Thank you very much.
Can you
I'm
re-raise
very
him
proud of
this
my young
way?
man.
Because I don't like the way you did this. He needs to eat dinner at 6, not 6:30. That's not healthy." I mean,
Hey,
you know,
I am very proud of how Rook was raised. Thank you very much.
that's my
Turned out
guy,
to be a fantastic man.
right?
All
But
this to Mac, he's jealous.
yeah, you know, that's my 2 cents though.
One thing I wanted to expand on, you hit basically nail in the coffin. The school, you got public and you got your private and you got everything, your Christian, academy, whatever. If you send your kids to a Catholic school, you want them to learn Catholic. Not everybody's got money to send them there. Not everybody can homeschool, which I agree with you 100% about homeschool. I've seen kids that are very bright when they get homeschool. A lot of them lack social interaction. They can't. They're like what's the word, reserved,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know how to interact with people. I've seen it too many times growing up.
Oh yeah.
Public school should be a safe place. All
Mm-hmm.
kids, no matter race, religion. If you identify, whatever you identify, it's a safe place. You're not there to push any one person's viewpoint on
Facts. Facts.
any kids. That is a safe place, paid by the state, which is your taxes. That's what you're paying for.
Mm-hmm.
You're not paying for their damn views. You're paying them to get my kid ready to go out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
If you have certain classes, let's say I got a class for Bible study after school. They have groups like that. Used to anyway. There's a little Bible study. There's money. If you want to have a Pride Day, great, go for it. You want your child? That's fine. But you're forcing this on all the kids? No, that is really unacceptable. That school should be neutral ground for everybody who go to school. When they get older, they'll interact with other kids and figure out who they are, and they'll fit where they need to fit. That's how it is. It's not going to be easy. That's another thing. Everybody, I'm trying to say this how to put this. Life sucks. I'm just going to put it point blank. It sucks. It is not easy. You could sit here and tell, um, that tomorrow is great. If I do this, my life's going to be perfect. And you'll find out 9 times it's not always that way it works.
Mm-hmm.
People with a 5-year plan. I actually used to laugh about that when somebody tell me, "What's your 5-year plan?" I said, "Just to be alive." How's that?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what's going to happen that day. But you got to prepare kids, what's coming out in life. Like I said, some of our reading, writing, arithmetic, the basic stuff in the world, we're horrible. I just saw a thing come out about these school districts and it was all the way up to seniors. Not one of them passed a basic written test. They can't do English. Saw kids graduate can't even read English.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got some fella. We have some of the worst scores in the whole world, and y'all are too worried about other stuff that has nothing to do with getting a kid ready for the real world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. But basically, that should be neutral ground, plain and simple. And
yeah.
no, here's something I watched. It wasn't that school; it was a different one. This was probably the best example. There was parents from the Pride part. There was Muslims there. They were talking, both parents, and both of them said the same thing. I said, "Look, they don't want this on their kids. We're fine." That the parents said this.
Mm-hmm.
But what the deal was with this school, and they was talking like sensible people, not trying. There was no big brawl, but they were talking like sensible people. Deal was the Muslim community, and I think there was Christians there too. They wanted the option to opt out, their kid to opt out of this celebration or whatever was going on. And even the parents of the Pride part, who were all big supporters of it, they said, that's fine. That's not their belief. That's fine. And they were all pretty much, just talking. The school went and said, no, sorry. And they basically threw it in there, even though all these parents, both sides were all okay with it. That is bullshit because you're putting these two at each other now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're trying to start a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I don't know what to do anymore, dude. This has gotten out of hand. Something's got to be done about it. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, that's
We'll
where I'm
see.
gonna cut it off. And I'm not gonna get too far to this. Rook start having meltdown on me over there or something, crying. He said, "Damn it, I want to play." He's already went mute. He fell asleep. I told you he would.
Well, you have such a smoothing Larry the Cable Guy voice, Foden.
I was going for a Barry White, but I got a way to go. I've been meaning to sue his ass too, stealing my voice. I didn't get
I
any
know, right?
permission.
I know, right? Well,
Asshole.
well,
Was you there? Was you there? That kid from Canada told me, "Do the voice, do the voice." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
oh yeah, dude. The kid was like, "Do the voice, do the voice," and he's like, "This is my voice."
He thought I was making it up.
He
I'm
thought
like,
he
"No,
was
this is."
acting, bro. On the stream, bro. Oh my god, that shit was comedy, son.
I forgot about that kid.
Oh my god.
Do the voice, do the voice.
Oh
He thought I was
man,
doing a Larry
do
the Cable Guy
the
voice.
voice. Oh my god. He's like, "What voice?" He was like, "That one." He's like, "This is my voice." He was like, "Yeah." So funny, bro.
He thought I was being Larry the
did,
Cable
you
Guy doing a
dirty
damn
dog.
one. Oh my god.
That shit's hilarious. It's
I had the
comedy.
best laugh too.
Oh, I was dying. Belly aches. Oh my god. Oh man. Well,
Rook, just so you know, my generation probably screwed this up, so we're leaving it to you, your generation to fix all this shit. So good luck to you.
he can
No
take
comment.
it.
He said, "I'm not even talking to y'all."
No comment on that one.
Yeah, no comment.
He's gonna sue us. He said, "Y'all owe me some money for this shit."
Right? You're stupid, man.
Okay.
All right, Foden, are you done? Are we good to go?
Yeah, I've been in my anger. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna go play. I might play some Halo.
Oh, well, Rook, you good for the rest of the night?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. Well, I definitely gotta get off. I gotta do some stuff, man, before I hit the bed. Gotta make sure the clothes are dry for tomorrow.
Oh, you getting a little older. You got to get to sleep.
Oh, shut the
little
fuck
horny
up, bro.
links.
La 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 la.
The old farts get up in the morning. I think it was you that told me that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'll be up. But yo, I appreciate y'all coming.
Guess what? I'll be sleeping.
Well, fuck you. I'll be and while you're at work, I'll be gaming. Oh, fuck you.
Newsflash, I can watch movies at my job, so I don't care.
It's all good. But yo, Rook, I really appreciate you coming through for the discussion, my brothers. I mean, it was spur of the moment, but I appreciate you with your insight, my guy.
Rook probably come in and like, "What the hell did I step into?" Set me up.
Right? Oh shit!
And Rook, sign this disclosure before you come in. Just sign the bottom. Yeah, don't worry about the fine print. Just sign it.
Yeah, just sign it.
Sure.
Just sign it.
It's okay.
Oh